Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever this message reaches you. Hold on. There we go. Because spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Dig what I'm saying? So, today's message is practically perfect in every way. Practically perfect in every way. Also known as, it's them, not you. So I've been hearing that, not even gonna front. I've heard that several times this week, whether it's on the internet or in person. There's the work that you have done and the reflection that you have done with yourself is sufficient, and that you are just fine where you are. Corn sarnet. One moment. Oh, there it is. Okay. Right. Oh shoot, I almost forgot one more thing. Yes. Whew. So let us check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what, shall we? Do let's. Here we go. Practically perfect in every way. The energy is gaining momentum with the High Priestess. It's time to take action with the Three of Daggers and Three of Cups. Motion. Okay. And what do you need to release? The Ten of Cups, Six of Cups, and Knight of Wands. The energy is gaining momentum. So we talked about releasing on yesterday and surrendering to the divine. And I know that shook some things up, which explains why practically perfect in every way would come up on today. Because you're exactly where you need to be in your journey. It's about being present. And even though we are human beings, it does not, even though how can we put this? We are human beings. The drive to be perfect is unnecessary, unattainable, and it causes more problems than it solves. As things are starting to pick up, there's this, hi pretty kitty, there's a need to center and anchor oneself as things are swirling around, right? It's like when things start to come apart, due to the centrifugal force. You start hanging on to what you know to be true. With the divine, what you know is that source is with you, and that source is going to guide you through all of your transformations. And so seeking divine counsel in actually applying the messages are going to be quite important. And it's time to take action with the Three of Daggers and the Three of Cups. Motion. There's motion. I'm getting what else about the motion, Spirit? There's something else in here. Golly, there's something else in here. I know it. Deciding that the heartache is not going to keep you from enjoying your life. That this time of nursing, whatever this is now turning into a time of celebration. Celebrate how far you've come, how much you've learned, and how much you've grown. What do you need to release? We've got 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Releasing this euphoric idea of what happiness is, and thinking that happiness is a one-size-fits-all. There are some parts of it that, they sound great, and that when you define what your ultimate happiness is, it's here for you. But what gives you peace may not give the next person that same peace. Yeah. And there's some Oh, 6 degrees of separation. There's some detachment. Detaching expectation of perfection. Thank you, Spirit. Because you're fighting for this perfection thing, tooth and nail. You're fighting it real hard. Real hard. With this Knight of Wands. Like, things have got to be perfect. Because they got to be perfect. They ain't got to, actually. Ace of Daggers, that's the truth. Knight of Crystals. 10 of Daggers. Temperance. Lovers. And Hanged. We've been talking about this financial increase for so long. Been talking about it for years, all right? And so at this stage, you know that this increase is forthcoming if it isn't already here. That's just, you know what, that's a given. That's a given. Knight of Crystals is on the way. They take forever. Okay, fine. But also, now it's time to get up. Just because we know that the Knight of Crystals takes forever doesn't mean that we can lay here forever and just wait for life to happen for us. We actually have to get up and participate in life. All of it, not just the shit that makes us happy. Okay? Releasing this need to control, and also releasing this idea that you are restricted or stuck, like you don't have any options. Laying in perpetual hermit mode and constantly telling yourself all the things that's wrong with you, staying there for an extended period of time is not spiritual growth. You are not super duper deep because you choose not to participate in your life. These concepts that you have been introduced to and have thought about during your hermit time need to be tested through practical living. You can't just stay here like this. 10 of daggers is not, you've been laying there for 10 daggers in your back. Okay? You went through the whole range of emotion. The whole range. And now you're here face down. All the look, and then they're like by themselves, right? So all the people that have come in and stabbed them in the back, they have gone on about their lives. It's time for this person to go ahead and get on up. Because thinking that they are in control, shit, spirit, God damn. Because thinking that they are laying here playing dead gives them some semblance of control with the Temperance. I am managing the situation the best way I know how. I can't fight all of this. I'm just going to lay here like a slug and not move. But Spirit is whispering, come on, Spirit is whispering in your ear and letting you know you have more options than just laying here and waiting for the fighting to stop. You don't have to curl up in a ball and wait for the storm to roll through. You could actually navigate this shit. 9 of daggers, 2 of cups, 9 of crystals, the Fool, Warden of Wands, and Strength. Spirit, like you saw me shuffle these, right? And I shuffled them for a good 5 minutes before I got on the internet. But okay, here's where we are. 9 of daggers. With this energy gaining momentum, there's a lot of information coming in. A lot. And it can become overwhelming. We're talking about a paradigm shift. Okay, this is not an everyday occurrence. Yeah. Spirit understands that. But even in the midst of that, like, you got all this information and that's cool. You can manage it. Not the way you're doing now, because the shit is giving you anxiety. It's not giving you peace of mind. It's just a lot of information and you're kind of spinning out a little bit. It's just extra energy, yeah? Time to take action with the 2 of Cups and the 9 of Crystals. It is time to participate in life. You've done great over here by yourself, managing yourself, figuring out how to live with yourself in these trying times, right? You did the thing that you were most afraid of. You dealt with your shit. But now it's time to take this new shit that you are dealing with and apply it to other people outside of your little bubble. It's a big world out there. huge. And we are not supposed to sit here in our little corners on our various screens and just like wait to die. I know that there's some bona fide off the wall shit going on in the world, but we are still here on this side of the dirt. It's time for us to go ahead and live. Okay? What do you need to release? The Fool, the Warden of Wands, and Strength. You're not as much of a novice as you think. You're not. And you're not nearly as encumbered in ignorance as you believe yourself to be. Like sometimes we'll go in and get a reading and all of a sudden just start internalizing everything that the reader says, like, oh my gosh, this is for me. This is a general read. Not everything is going to resonate with everyone. So take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I know I don't say this very often, but it's true. And with that, understand that, hey, you are more experienced than you are giving yourself credit for. And understanding that you don't have to fight. You ain't got to fight to feel good. You don't have to fight and scrape and scrap for every warm, fuzzy feeling that you get. You can actually just let go and let spirit move in your life. Yeah? And releasing the idea that just brute strength is the only strength. There's a good portion of us that have just stonewalled and decided that this person is not good for us, and so we will never, ever, 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 ever speak to them again. Fuck them. Now, granted, some people deserve the fuck them treatment because, they fucking tried it. But even with that, if you are going to paint yourself as in this spiritually enlightened light, that means that when someone leaves your life, if you are still upset and you still have vitriol directed towards them, that means that you actually have some more healing to do. There's more stuff in there that needs to be examined. And you know what? That's cool. That's cool. We don't all ascend at the same pace. What kind of world would that be? So while you are being strong and standing by your principles and defending your boundaries, understand that with that rigidness, there has to be some softness. You can defend a boundary without overstepping someone else's. There you go. Confirmation. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Crystals, Knight of Daggers, the Sun, Seven of Pentacles, and Two of Daggers. This divinely orchestrated change is here. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum because, well, the wheel is coming on around. Your turn is coming on around. And that comes with a lot of jubilation. I like that word, jubilation. I'm pretty kitty. Yeah. Jubilation. Like the wheel is being turned by spirit, and spirit is happy to give you your flowers, thrilled even. And so you may hear the choirs of angels singing. You may hear the heavenly party, you know, when it's your turn at bat. You feel me? Like, you ever walk into a party that's like full swing and you just like walk in the door and then just start dancing? You know, that's kind of what I'm feeling with this Wheel of Fortune. Like, this party is for you. So take these opportunities, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Daggers, take these opportunities that are being placed in your stratosphere to increase your financial stability. You know, take advantage of these opportunities for you to actually sharpen how you think, how you move, you know, cutting away things that are just holding you back, and allow the sun to come in and shine on you. Release the idea that you have to be in perpetual moon mode. You can actually have a grand old time. Acknowledge the things that have blossomed and release the things that have not with love. And, you know, release the act of indecision, of standing back, stonewalling, digging your heels in. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is turning. Now is not the time to dig your heels in. Do you really want to wait for this sucker to come around again? We don't know if this is a 7-year cycle, 12-year cycle, or a 28-year cycle, or all three. You really want to play fast and loose with the Wheel of Fortune? Bruh, make a choice. This wheel we may never see again in our lifetime. So, you know, you can, you know, lean to depend on the grace of spirit if you want, but the grace of spirit literally turned this wheel and brought it around to you. And spirit had the grace to tell all the readers all over YouTube land that this puppy is coming, so that you can be ready. Do you really want to look that gift horse in the mouth by saying, oh well, if it's not perfect, then we just talked about releasing the idea of perfection. Yes, practically perfect in every way, but we're talking about where you are to receive these blessings, where you are to get these opportunities, where you are to have the sun shining on you, where you are to recognize what's growing and what's not growing, where you are to see that, you know, now you're sitting here, now you're just hurting yourself just because it's comfortable. You just want to stay here because it's comfortable. I mean, she's in her jammies and she's barefoot. She's comfortable. She probably got a bra. She ain't going nowhere. You really want to be caught with the Wheel of Fortune coming around? You want to be caught with your bra off and barefoot? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.